It's me! Ah! Hi, I guess. How we doing? How we doing, folks? Hope you're doing so dang well. Pixie, welcome in. My wonderful, the exceptional, the perfect Pixie 2066. Congratulations on your 4th time of first. Incredible. Thank you, Eve. Thank you for that hydrate. Knobs, hello, 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 hello. Is this the Sir Laugh-A-Lot? The Sir Laugh-A-Lot? Or is this Sir Chuckles occasionally? We'll go with Sir Chuckles occasionally, I think, at the moment. We're in ad hoc season. I'm just excited about the world we started last night, and I wanna do some caving and gearing up and stuff. But we are in extreme ad hoc. I will stream when I feel like streaming, and that's pretty much what it is. So probably occasionally is probably the best way to describe it, I suppose. But how we doing? How's everyone's day been so far? It is Anzac Day today here in Australia, which is our kind of Remembrance Day here, and I would especially like to highlight remembrance for the Indigenous soldiers of our various wars who were not provided proper recognition in a lot of war memorials and Anzac Days for a long time. But yes, I'm doing all right. I've had 3 coffees today now, and you know, that feels pretty good. I was shattered when I finished stream last night, but I feel like it went well, and I was watching YouTube today, and I was just like, I want to get on the Create world. Just want to go caving. Anzac Day Memorial today. Tired, a little sore, but good. How are you? Good. Streamed last night? Yeah, we streamed for about 4.5 hours last night. On this, our new solo world that we've started. That is, that has Create and Farmer's Delight. So it's a very, it's still... it's not a big mod pack. It is just two mods that change the experience, but I feel like Farmer's Delight and Create pair together really nicely. I've got like 3 add-ons for Create. One is copycat blocks, one is a decoration mod for Create, one is a mod that, and one is, goes in nicely with, Farmer's Delight, and I've got like a structure mod as well. And in between, before this, I've just added Curio's API, so now we can put our engineer's goggles in our head slot, and we can still use a helmet. So yeah, mod-wise, we have Apple Skin, which is for, it just gives, like, for instance, like, we can see our saturation and stuff in the hunger bar, and you can see how much... saturation and stuff things do. It's a nice mod. We've got chunk loaders, which will let me just do some chunk loaders if I want to. Chunky lets me like pre-generate chunks for the sake of performance being a little bit better during gameplay while streaming. We've got Create Deco, which is just decoration options. We've got Create Slice and Dice, which is automation for Farmer's Delight. We've got Create Copycats, which gives us like copycat blocks. For instance, like a copycat stair block that I can put dripstone in and actually have dripstone stairs. We've got Create Rustic Structures, which adds 4 new structures into the game. Crystal Lab, which just let me modify how often these structures were spawning, because it was way too frequently. I've just added Curio's API, which is essentially the mod that lets you have Curio slots, and Create just has one already built in for the goggles. I've just got a little bit nicer keybind stuff because we got some mods going. These are just better block model options for if any mods need it. We've got Farmer's Delight, which is a fun cooking and farming mod. We've got Iris if we want shaders. JEI, which is just really nice for when you're playing modded, to be able to look up recipes and the like. Mod menu, of course. These are all library mods. Vanilla backport, because the latest version of Create is 121.1. So this backports all the way to 121.6. So the Happy Ghast update, we've got all features for that. So that means that we can still have bundles, we can still have Happy Ghasts, we can still have Pale Garden, still have Firefly bushes and the stuff. And we got Zero's minimap and world map, which is all handy. And so last time we went out, we explored a bunch. I think spawn was like, I don't know, over here-ish maybe? No, I think spawn was like here because the mangrove was behind us. Yeah, we spawned like here-ish. So let's just, I think I might have actually set a waypoint for that and just disabled it, right? Full waypoint menu? Yeah, I did. Okay, we did. And we did a bunch of exploring, collected a bunch of resources, and we were just looking for somewhere cool to set up. We found this cool bowl inside a Stony Peaks biome. And so we set up some basic farm stuff with Farmer's Delight. We did some basic create stuff, just setting up a base little workshop area for stuff that's going to be handy. And played around a bit with some Farmer's Delight stuff, you know? Which I'm excited about. We started making some boigers. I think that's grown. Yeah. That one? Yeah. Alright, wheat. I just want to get ourselves some more like good food before we hop in the caves, but we also like don't have to. I think if we harvest this now, do we get that advancement? We do! Tomato! So we got, where was it? Here, this one. I feel like that's changed around a little bit, actually. Interesting. And we've got the welcome to create thing, but we've only gotten about this far. We haven't entered a cave yet, and I would like to, you know? I assume we're pretty good on onions, but let's just do a bit of a harvest on that. And like we have heaps of iron and coal up here, but I would like to go caving. So I'm thinking we do have pretty much full iron right now, except we've got the gold boots, which we can't get rid of just yet because they have percussive binding. Do I have wheat in here? I do have a flour in there. Nice. Let's toss some more wheat up. Okay, cabbage. Okay, we do have a good amount of tomatoes. Onion. We've got beef patties. Some bread. And let's grab you. And let's quickly favorite that recipe. Put a little bit more wheat there. How dare that. CJ, hello. How's my Anzac Day? It was good. I didn't really get out to do much, but always a time. Alright, so we definitely need to do more. Cut up some cabbage to make that spread a little bit more. We're gonna want, do I have my flint and steel on me? I do. So we're gonna want to process up. We need to wash the wheat flour to turn it into dough. And then I think we should be good for a bit, because like, these have a lot of saturation and hunger value. Okay, so pick that up, and now we smoke the dough to turn it into bread. And I wouldn't mind at some point going back to wherever that smithy was that we found. I think it was like down this way, yeah, over here. I wouldn't mind heading back here because that had like a free anvil and stuff. It had some like nice things that I wouldn't mind having in my life. Alright, so now we should just be able to make the boigers. Alright, 12 burgers hopefully is enough for caving. I'm not gonna need this stuff on me. I'll bring shears, because that's handy. Let's grab our torches out. Gonna need wood. And we'll bring some iron with us. Got a crafting table in here? I do. Let's throw a furnace together to go in there as well. Stop telling me how to use a bundle! I'll kill you! And just for safety, we will keep that extra food on us. Now, I know we made a bunch of bundles, so let's just grab... Was it just 2 extras we had? Okay, looks like it was just 2 extras. That's plenty. Because we don't have shulker boxes or anything yet, so... Alright, and we're gonna grab some coal so we can make torches. Throw our shield in our offhand. Gonna have our cobble there, our bucket there. I don't need a flint and steel on me. Okay, I think we might be good. Yeah. And like we can harvest this area for more... Oh, well, we're in a cave immediately, so let's do that. We can harvest the stony peaks more if we need to for the resource, for the iron and coal that's here, but I wouldn't mind just leaving them at least for now. Because I also want to get diamonds and redstone and more gold and stuff going. Okay. I will grab this, because now we have one of them. Because yeah, I'd like to get gear going. Move towards doing a little bit of enchanting. Also, if we can find some spawners and stuff nearby. We did find a cave spider spawner in the mesa, and we can probably find a bunch more in the mesa as well if we need to. But I would prefer to find them closer to home, because we can move them. But we need to be able to, like, move it on a minecart. So it's nicer if we can do it all here. Pets for Maurice, stretch and hydrate. We can do that. Wah! And yes, for folks that were here yesterday, I look significantly less scruffy. Love you, Maurice. Maurice, thanks you for the service. Thank you for the hydrate. Let's move over here so I'm not like staring at you like crazily while I stretch. That would be creepy. Right? And I just stare into your soul as I stretch my neck. Have you taken your meds today? Just a worst nightmare. Eye contact. Not wrong. Alright, where am I at? Now, I don't have a gamma mod or anything on here at this point. So I'll do my best to try and keep things lit up. Yeah, ideal is finding diamonds today. And redstone. We don't have any redstone because everything we've gotten so far, we've gotten from, like, exploring. So we found a bunch of iron and coal and zinc above the surface in, like, caves and stony beaches. And we got a bit of gold to make our goggles and wrench with from ruined portals. But we haven't found any... And, like, we haven't explored any oceans or anything, so that's why we don't have any... Look away. Yeah, we haven't explored any... I also want to, like, see if we can find any deposits of the different, like, stones that Create gives. So that we know what, like, we've got going on for our, for building our starter house. Yeah, so this is the first cave we've stepped foot in so far, which is usually the opposite of how I do things. I love going caving. It's usually the first thing I do, but I really wanted to, like, explore, find the stuff I needed, and just go straight into Create. Especially because, like, we've got a few Create themed structures, so I wanted to, like, try and find them to get stuff. Like, my goal for yesterday was to make some form of contraption. And we did that, and I'm happy. We found somewhere that I like enough to try and build. I still feel like... Is it me, or is this reticule wrong for my crosshair? I feel like this isn't right. I feel like this isn't the normal reticule. And it's throwing me. I mean, I don't need that anymore. I don't know. And yeah, we want to collect as much coal as possible, obviously, before... Stop! That's really annoying. I need to figure out how to turn that off. Because I'm going to murder someone. Every time I put something in a bundle... It's like, this is how you put something in a bundle. And I'm like, I'll kill you. Hey, Anna. Normal is one line, full X. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, like this definitely isn't right. And it's throwing me. And I don't know why it's not right. Like, I did put a couple, like, resource packs in. But, like, that was just to, like, do a rainbow XP bar and then have some quieter mods. Quieter, like, sounds. I don't understand why my... reticule is different. But this is what I get for not, like, properly customizing my resource packs instead of just, like, grabbing ones that were on Prism. No! And, you know, at some point we need to gather up a bunch of andesite as well. Because it's expensive. Well, it's not expensive, it's just we need a lot of it. It's important. It's important for Create to have an infinite supply of andesite. Boom, ba-na-na-na-na. And, you know, hopefully by the time, like, we get back up on the surface, the cabbages will have grown more, and then we can make more burgers as well. Now, the nice thing with coal is, at least at the moment, because we've already got a rough, like, Create smelting system up and running, we don't need to use it as fuel. So it is predominantly just for torches now. I assume there's probably other uses for it that are important. We do need it for, like the blaze burner. Grind it into black dye, that's nice. Same thing. Yeah. Don't really need it for anything. Trying to keep things nice and bright. Yeah, but we should have predominantly normal terrain gen. There's just going to be different, like, stone patches in different places from the new create stones. So I do want to find those deposits and probably mark them so that we can, like, come back and use and grab them if we decide we want to use them for stuff. But I'm thinking we're probably going to design our starter house in creative. So we can just like play around with shapes and stuff. Play with the blocks. Like, I want to make this as easy on me as possible. Like, I want to hold myself to lower standards than I usually do when it comes to my gameplay. I want to just play, hang out, stream, have a good time without putting pressure on myself to necessarily play a certain way. And because we have access to the schematic cannon from Create, doing stuff in Creative first is actually a lot easier and a lot less boring. Because I don't need to use like Matica, I can just put it into a machine, give it the resources and gunpowder, and it will literally shoot the blocks out of a cannon to build it for us. Oh. That's my little kelp farm. So EP, that's very fair. I didn't expect you to pop in, actually. Last I saw you, you were napping on the couch. I feel like we've fully explored this cave now. But we've got a good amount of coal to start with, which is nice. Let's have a quick nap. Sir, get off my lawn. He lit me on fire. Disgusting. I mean, let's quickly check if we have any more cabbages grown. Maybe. I think so. Yeah. So you can compact it and stick it in a bundle if you need? Absolutely. Ooh. Actually, we don't need that much string anymore because we found that mine shaft and got tons of it. Let's start processing up some more wheat so we can make more bread. My cabbages! No, we're not making cabbage corp. You... And yeah, for right now, we're just gonna harvest them and put them away. Because I think the 11 is probably enough for right now. So that's the one we just went in. Blocks. I mean, let's drop off those blocks that we just got, though. The extra cobble. Although we can make a cobble gen pretty easily. So we may not even need to bother keeping it, but, you know. So we cleared out a bunch of trees last night as well. But you know, it's always worth checking out all the caves under your base. Because like lighting up all these caves mean there's a lot less mobs that are going to be in close proximity to your base, hiding, ready to not strike. And yeah, like we have such access to iron. And yeah, I think I want to wait to try and make brass and go to the nether until we've made our starter house. Hydrate, thank you, Canobs. Yeah, we have access to so much iron as part, like, living in the Stony Peaks. And then we can also make an iron farm with Create pretty easily. So I'm not super concerned about the fact that we're just using iron picks. Stop showing me this. Stop it. I've used a bundle like 40 times so far on this world. I don't need to be shown how to use a bundle every time I put something in it. It's okay. Vanilla backport mod. It's okay. Bum. And yeah, we're at what, like Y158? So it'll take a bit of going downwards in a cave from a mountain in order to actually get to like non-coal and iron level. But, you know.
Bruh.
No! Hello, lovely, how you doing? I decided I wanted to play Create, so that's what we're doing. We're doing some caving, we did some basic setup stuff yesterday and exploring, finding somewhere cool to live. So now we are going caving. I want to get XP, I want to get levels, I want to get access to diamonds and enchanting, so we can gear up a bit and have delicious efficiency. Do I see darkness over there? Alright. Fuck up! I don't think I can make that. Delicious conveyor belts, you know it. Yeah, so I have Create and Farmer's Delight, and that's pretty much it for like game-changing mods, and then I've got like minimap and stuff. But that's like about it. I added a curio slot for the goggles. Farmer's Delight, I just feel like it pairs so well. And I enjoy both mods a lot. I feel like they both just feel like they expand the vanilla experience of redstone and just farming in the food system quite well. They feel like natural pairs to Minecraft in a way. Like, it feels like Farmer's Delight expands the Minecraft food system the same way that Create expands the, like, redstone system. So I don't have too many add-ons, I only have a couple, mainly just decorative ones for Create and, like, a small structure one. Because I want it to be, while I'm getting to know Create a bit more than what I already know, and really exploring with it. All in one spot, how you doing, Nemethy? Pets for Maurice. Let's go. I want to just like focus on learning just the create base stuff first a lot more. I want to explore trains and stuff, because before I like trains weren't in it the last time that I like kind of started getting into create stuff. Oh! So I'm just like excited to try and do things the create way, because like every time I've played with create, it's usually been in a bigger mod pack. Alright, so this is where we are. And like, I really want to try and do some ridiculous buildstone stuff too. How did I get up here? This way. Like I want our starter house to have some kind of stupid door. Like, I don't want to just be like, yeah, we're making cool create farms. I want to use create for its ridiculous potential. The reason why it's here. To be cool nonsense. And like, I don't know if I want to like go into the steampunk style, which, you know, is the like create style. But like, we could easily do create. The only new mineral the new ore is zinc. And it adds a few other like stone blocks. So if we scroll through a bit. So it adds zinc ore, but that's the only ore it adds. And then it also adds like azurine, limestone, crimsite, ochrum, scoria, scorchia, and viridium. Which look very pretty. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna do like our starter house before we do brass, and then once we like finish the starter area, so the full like starter base, I think then we're going to potentially look into other add-ons for create. Like, I'd love to look into the new aeronautics add-on, which adds the ability to make off-road vehicles and cars and planes and airships and stuff. Gotta remember I have a shield. That's water, not food. But I did want to really explore the base game first. Nothing down here. All right. But how you doing, Knight? How you doing, Empathy? What have you guys been up to of late? And, you know, there's a part of me that's like, we have the schematic cannon. We can, like, design just some cool terrain with Axiom and just, like, make it and then build around it. It would be sick. Like, we could make a really cool, like, set of floating islands that have, like, trains running between them. Like, could be cool. Could be fun. So I hear heaps of mobs somewhere under me. Yeah, we're gathering up so much coal. That's going to be really useful for when we get deeper. Because we don't really need it for fuel, so... Because we're already smelting stuff with Create. But like, yeah, having tons of coal is so good for caving. Especially when we get to lower layers, which will take a while considering we're at Y128 right now, but you know. I also don't mind us exploring our immediate surroundings under our house and around our base to stop mobs from spawning up here. And like sneaking out of cave entrances to murder me. Which I do think is rude. I'm not planning to do a full-length stream, by the way, folks. Just like a couple hours of caving, probably. Ah! Not today, thank you! Working. Full-time now, so that's good. Went to Bali, love that. What else? New kidneys working amazing. I love that. Have more kidney function than I did 15 years ago. Let's freaking go. Been designing again. I love that. Let's go. Happy to hear that, my friend. Ooh, we have a bow. That can go there. And let's just put our arrows here so we can see that we have none of them. Stop showing me how to use a bundle. I'm gonna get so mad by the end of today. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, okay, sure, it's pulling up a notification every time the toasty. It doesn't really matter. But it just annoys me. It has no right to annoy me to the level that it is. But it does. And in return, I will kill it. How many stacks we got of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon once we get to a stack of coal blocks is probably when I stop mining coal with an iron pick. Because once we have fortune, we can always get more, but... No! No! Don't even give me arrows, you bonkleberry. That's rude. Very rude of you. Ba-dum-ba-ba-na-na-na-na. But I'm getting ready to start running tabletop RPGs again, which I'm so excited for. We've got our session 0 / rapport building coming up next week, which is going to be great. Which we're just going to play board games and stuff because I'm running Pathfinder, but they've just released a new beginner box. So I'm waiting for that to come out before I run that, because I don't know the system particularly well, and my players don't either, so it's a good way to start. Ooh, big cave. Ooh, tripstone, that's handy. Means there should be lots of copper there. So long, sire. Be gone. Okay, so let's... Hi. I want to grab at least, like, a few pieces of dripstone and pointed dripstone. Ah! Pixie, hello gorgeous, congratulations on your fourth time or first, I think it was, fourth or fifth? I'm not scrolling all the way to the start of the chat. Ah! Wah! 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 How are you doing, lovely? Hope you're well. Ah! Wah. Wah. Give me the iron. Doing good? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to be streaming again. Nice to be streaming again. We're very much ad hoc, and I'm just going to stream when I feel like streaming. No form of schedule whatsoever, but I'm excited about playing with Create at the moment, so that's what we're doing. Oh, spider eye. Let's grab the stuff. I suppose that emerald. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Like, we're very much still on break, but, you know, we're vibing. I think it's time we compress all this coal down. It didn't show me how to use a bundle this time. Maybe it's finally learnt that I know how to use a bundle. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try... I might try and collect, like, a stack of andesite while caving, but I certainly would gotta want to do, like, a dedicated andesite gathering mission at some point. But I don't want to, like, focus too heavily on it. Like, I don't want to lose too much inventory space that could be spent getting money. All the andesite needed for create, you know it. Ugh. But we've done a little bit of create stuff. Right now my focus is on, honestly, gearing up, getting resources, getting minerals. So that we can start thinking about making a house, doing cool stuff. Boom. And yeah, obviously we want to try and get down as far as we can, especially because we've got a lot of coal now. Ooh, emerald. Hunting for pale oak and cherry biome? Nice. Those. Like, I'm worried less about going up now. Is that an Enderman? I don't have a boat to murder him with. Maybe we should try and just take lots of fall damage. Although I don't know if, like, I doubt fall damage specifically damages boots more. I think only helmet. I think only anvils care about what type of armor it is. Ooh, you have a dirt block. Would you give it to me? Ooh, pearl. I'll take that. Got a dragon fight on Gasp tomorrow. Not that that's helpful for me here. Okay. Hunting for pale oak cherry, let's go. You just playing vanilla? So, single player world? Ah! Single player Soiva? What you doing? Tell me more. And yeah, we definitely want to explore for some other sapling types because we haven't found dark oak yet or spruce, and it would be nice to have some contrasting blocks. And like we need a colder biome to find wild potatoes. So we either need to find a village or we need to find find a cold biome anyway to get potatoes. Single player with a few add-ons, backpacks, treasure chests, even structures. Nice. Extra structures, cool. If people show interest, I might put this pact on like Modrinth that I've made, but you know, it's fairly simple. Only found ships? Yeah, I haven't gone into the ocean yet, so. Except for some reason, can we go up a layer? Get mode off, yeah. So for some reason, this is a tiny ocean, which doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not even big. Like, I don't know why it's decided that this is an ocean. But you know, it's cool. It was handy. It meant we could get kelp pretty easily. Because I forgot to get it towards the start, and I was like, oh no, we need kelp. That's very important for create. Yeah, it's weird terrain, Jen, I'm not gonna lie. Oop. There's a hole down there. No! I said no! Woohoo! I said no! We're opening it up. You want to kill that guy? You didn't kill that guy. Well, he's gone. Cool spot. Ah! Big Goggin! Yee-hee-hee! He sent us on a ride! What level are we at? 100? We're getting lower. Ooh, andesite. We should grab that. We should grab a stack of that while we're here. Because I think we're running pretty low on andesite alloy. And now we can make it for half price. We're slowly gathering arrows that we can use. Alright, yeah, let's gather a stack of andesite up. Which will get us, I think, half a stack of alloy now. Are we even a stack? Uses. Okay, so that's half a stack. But now we can do it in the mixer. So, okay, okay, that'll get us a full stack. Okay, it's 1-to-1 now. Let's go. Beautiful. Alright, that gets us a bit extra andesite alloy that we can use now, because we certainly only have a couple, if any, left from our first batch. Now, we're not in hardcore, but it sure would be cool to never die. Yeah. Take that. Oh, we're at copper level now. We have gone down. I don't think we need a lot of copper. Although I guess we need lots of copper if we want it for brass. So yeah, we do want to grab a good amount of that. Like, we don't need it just yet, but we will want it. So we might as well grab it. Huh. God, this is a big cavern. I can't see anything. Oh, it looks like there's a spot of like sunlight up there. That's cool. Slowly climbing our way down. Did I end up gathering that copper? I did. Yeah, okay. Hello, creepers that look like they're desperate to get to me. I hope you can't get to me. I kind of think they can't. Suma! Hello, lovely. How you doing? Geronimo! I make it. Hey, Monsieur Creeper, would you take care of each other? Thank you! Thank you for your service to the cause! Yee! Woohoo! Someone's just converted into a drowned. It might have been me. So yeah, I'll probably like stop collecting copper when we hit a stack of blocks. Ooh, because like I don't necessarily need it right now. I will want it when we get to the brass age. But I think that's going to be plenty. Oh, we got zinc here now. That's nice, nice. Starting to get access to some other minerals. Now that we've gotten out of like super mountainous areas. We're actually below sea level now. Let's go. Considering how high up we started, this is good. Took us a while to get here. I can't see anything. No, I can't. My pickaxe is broken. I shall never financially recover from this international incident. We haven't found any deposits of the other stones yet. Like, we have found like a couple up on the surface, but not in the caves yet. It's interesting. I don't know like what their generation is. New bunnies in Minecraft are so cute. Yeah, I haven't played with the Tiny Takeover yet. When we get back into our like single player, our long-term survival world, we'll definitely update. If anything, just for the cool changes to the stonecutter. Like not having to, so you can now convert stone and regular deep slate into cobblestone and cobbled deep slate in the stone cutter. It's so nice. It means now, like, you don't have to, like, make sure that you're, like, swapping between, like, Fortune and Silk Touch picks so that you can get a decent amount of both when resource collecting. Especially, like, for stone. Because, like, I usually use Silk Touch for most things, so I end up with a lot of stone, and that makes it very difficult to craft a lot of redstone components, because they take cobble. So yeah, that's huge. Which I think is important. Like, at the end of the day, this update certainly isn't for everyone. So the fact that they've added something that's just a nice quality of life change is good. Because a lot of people aren't going to care about the plushie bait baby mobs. For instance, I don't care about them. I'm sure I will care about them when I play with them in game, and then I will be completely melt for them. But I'm glad there's like a feature change. That's a nice quality of life improvement. Can't be bothered. Alright, how we going? Doing pretty good. Good amount of iron, good amount of copper, good amount of coal. Alright amount of zinc. Back's had to deal with something? Fair enough. Hopefully it didn't give you too much trouble. Have I already... Yeah, I have gotten to the extent of this bit. Let's head back up to the bigger section. Getting lower and lower. Maybe one day I'll see Deep Slate. One day. One day. One day my Deep Slate will come. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Bum, ba-da-da-da-da-do-do-da-da-da-dum. Boopity boopity boo. Come on. I want to go downtown. Looks like it might go down. Maybe. Maybe. No. Maybe. No. And yeah, the iron is less, like right now it's really helpful and handy, but it is something that we can kind of make a farm for with create pretty quick and easy. Hey, Helena, how you doing? Yeah, what's going on? What is going on? I hope you're doing well. I haven't been live for a while. Well, we were live yesterday, but other than that, we've been on break for a while, and we are very much just in ad hoc. Ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do. I don't care that much about following a copper vein, but it is cool nonetheless. Yeah, so I do want a good amount of iron right now, but like it's not something we're gonna have to care about a ton in the future. But zinc, certainly, I don't know if there's a way to automate copper. I don't know. But we can certainly make ore processing better in the future and like do some cool mining devices. Tell me copper. Copper nuggets, potentially you. So if I do you, I can get you from crushing ore, crushing that, crushing this stuff, which I don't think I can automate. No, so I can't automate getting that. What about nuggets? Oh, I can get that from tough. Okay. Can I automate tough? No. Rude. Alright. That's fine though. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? How are we on copper? 39 blocks? Cool. I don't want to collect more than a stack of blocks of copper. And you know, we might decide we want to build with it later, but... Are you in New York City? Ooh, what's down here? One day my deep slate will come. Does this go anywhere? Ooh, maybe. It goes up, which is not what I want. Bundles, man. I started doing testing stuff, and I did like a bit of a test first day for a little bit a couple days ago while I was setting this pack up, and I realized I didn't have bundles, and I was like, absolutely not. So I found like a vanilla backport mod, and I'm so glad, because like, absolutely not. Bundles are so... like really have changed early game for the better. And I do not want to do it without, especially with extra stuff. And you know, because I didn't add a backpack mod or anything, so I'm like, nope, absolutely not. Need bundles. That's important. Very important. Is that a silverfish? It sure was. Okay, hi. Suppose we are in the mountains. Aha, this links through to back up here. Okay, so that went that way. Did this go anywhere? Look, I don't like that you can't see everything in a bundle. I think that's stupid. Yeah. Hello, gorgeous. How you doing, Dal? Hope you're well. We're doing some day 2 caving. Getting resources, getting geared up, getting XP. I mean, I say getting geared up, but we haven't made it to Deep Slate yet. And we've been caving for like an hour, at least. Andesite mining going. I've only grabbed 1 stack so far while mining, because we can come back and do more later. For now, I'm more focused on getting materials. Ooh, vines. Ooh, lots of zinc. Especially because I got a mixer up yesterday, so that already halves the andesite cost. Because like right now, the kind of contraptions we're going to be making is minimal. Like I want to start working towards doing a house. Which I do want to do some cool create stuff for. I've got a kind of cool idea on how I want to do like our crop farms, I think. Ooh, this is the azurine stuff. Cool. All right, let's do a quick add. We'll call that disabled, and we're gonna say azurine deposit. Just so we can come back here later when if we want this, which I'm sure we will. It's a pretty block. I just don't know what our house is going to look like. Ooh, tough. But I want to know where the resources are so that once we've figured out what we want to use for it, we can go get them. Body is static. Hello, hello. How you doing? It's fine to make it kind of interesting to navigate this cave. I'm not gonna lie. Laughy love. Can we get some love in the chat, please, for Body of Static? I don't know you particularly well. Ooh, spawn. That's great. I don't know you particularly well, Body of Static, but I do know that you're probably a super cool human being. And, you know, we all deserve love and support just as a base level for being a human being. We deserve respect. We deserve 3 years, 30 days. Surely I know you. Have you changed your name? But I hope you're doing super well. Hope you're just having the best time you can and that you get so much love and support because, yeah, you just keep on being you. Have you changed your name or am I a bad streamer? You boss. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Goodbye, Quite Incorporated? No, I don't really remember you. I'm sorry. We got Cat. What's this? Infinity? That's nice. Well, we're gonna mark this anyway. Cabbage seeds. I would like the gunpowder. You... Bones I want. Don't need those. I want the gunpowder. We will grab that. But either way, we want to make a... zombie spawner, I believe. Because we can move spawners, so knowing where ones are that are near our base is gonna be really nice. Because I don't want to go to the mesa to grab a million, to grab a bunch of cave spider spawners if I can avoid it. Like, it'd be nice to have the string, but, yeah. I also, like, really... I don't necessarily want to do that for our XP farm, but like we probably will at least to start with. Just because it's easy to do. But it's also kind of like the, oh yeah, we can move spawners, let's just do that. It feels like a kind of boring way to do things, so I don't know. We can pick up spawner. We can't pick them up, but we can put them on a minecart contraption and then move it on the rails. What are we at? 25? Getting closer again. There is a setting I can change, a config setting that will let me pick it up, but I don't want to do that. Okay, this maybe goes somewhere. Maybe. I hear mobs, so maybe. There's a zombie there. Oop. Okay, let's start by breaking this down. Alright, let's just do that. And then we're going to stop collecting coal now. When we get to our last burger, then we'll have to head up to the surface. But hopefully we can then make more burgers. Hate Minecraft cave sounds. Yeah, they're fun though. I like that they exist. Hey, just add some, break up everything just that little bit. But they're not designed to be pleasant. It's not the aim of them. And that's... yeah, we can grab a little bit more copper and then we won't need any more. So what, we want 3 blocks worth, so 3 times 9 is what, 27? Like them for the creepiness, but hate them when I'm silently mining? Oh, absolutely. The worst is when like mods that add extra caves, sometimes they add custom cave noises that are horrifying. Yo! Bum ba ba da, we got a double raid in the house. How we doing, folks? How we doing? Hope you're doing well today. Bum bum ba ba da ba dum bum ba ba da bum ba ba da. We got the wonderful Zach Armanaz and Luliel Moon's Rune. I've certainly heard the name Luliel before. Zach and Luliel, can you please let us know if you are PG streamers or family friendly? Just so that my folks know where we're gonna head over to. But I hope you're all doing well. How is everyone doing today? Thank you so much for you both for the stream. Assuming you're doing something today. What were you doing? Zach, welcome on in. Maurice, hello, hello. Oak, my love. Hello. How we doing? How we doing? How you doing, Zach? Hope everyone is having a good day. And welcome in, folks. For folks who don't know, you are not. I have occasional swearing in horror games, so do keep that in mind, folks, when popping over to check out Zach. But do very much appreciate it. But I am Sir Laughlot. All my friends call me Laughy. I am a polyamorous, neurodivergent, and biromantic Minecraft streamer. And this here, well, this here is Maurice. Maurice is the patron saint of the channel. He looks over us. He hopes you're well. Oh yes, I feel like I end up on Luliel on a lot of raids. This is Maurice. He looks over us. He hopes you're well. If you ever having a bad day, you feel like nobody cares, Maurice cares. He's always in your corner and you are always in his thoughts. So you're 18 plus, fair enough. So folks, do please keep that in mind if you are of an appropriate age and are here for some more mature content. Please do check out Zach and Luliel, True Heroes. We've been on a bit of a break for a while, and I'm inspired to play with the Create mod at the moment. No, they're not new commands. They've been there for a very long time. Bunch of heathens over there. I know. You would never be Oak. But so I put together just a really small pack that pretty much just has Farmer's Delight and Create and like just a couple of things that I need for that, as well as a vanilla backport mod. Mostly cautionary 18 plus because some swearing happens, but otherwise it's good times. Fair enough. And I added a chunk loader mod as well. So we're just doing caving. We're doing day 2 caving. Just wanted to like hop on and do like a couple hours of caving. 28, that's enough. That's all the copper I care to collect. We still haven't made it to deep slate level. One day. This is what happens when you set up base in a Stony Peaks. Is you spend an hour and a half caving. And the lowest you manage to get is like Y24. Okay, and I don't think, no, that's the furthest down that goes. And then I came from all the way up there. So maybe we just like mine down a bit. What the drills are for? I mean, yeah, but we're not quite there yet. This is our second day playing. Probably like hour 6 so far of gameplay. Ah, give me my pickaxe. Why do I feel like I'm heading towards Deep Dark right now? Which would make sense. We are in a stony peak. Would make sense if we have Deep Slate. If we have Deep Dark around. Finally! I have touched Deep Slate. Let's at least get it into my inventory so that I can have it in the recipes. Because I want some diamonds. I want to gear up. One day these boots will break. One day my boots will break. I'm definitely headed towards a Deep Dark biome based on what the minimap looks like. And I don't think I like that, to be honest. Magma block to stand on, not a bad shout. Use the new sulfur slimes with a heavy block around wardens. They're focused on that, and it's basically a fidget toy. That's interesting. I love that. I love a good warden fidget toy. I don't generally pay attention to like much in the new snapshots. Generally, I prefer to explore the content when it comes out than know too much about it when it's in development. That and I'm lazy. Oh! Oh, this is straight up an ancient city. Hmm. No. No. Actually, no. Thank you. I don't think I want to do that at this moment in time. We're actually not gonna do that. Thank you so much for the offer, Minecraft. I knew I was heading towards Deep Dark. I didn't know I was heading to... I was like directly above the center of an ancient city. Absolutely not. Although, you can get diamond gear, especially diamond hose. Ah! Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely want to later, but for right now, I don't. Water buckets are good for more than just bucket clutches, folks. Always remember to climb mountains with a bucket. Climb every mountain. Ooh, hello, sir. Would you mind terribly? Look, that could have been handled better. I'll be real with you. Let's maybe just mine up from here and say, diamonds have eluded us today. We've still got a ton of resources. We've got heaps of iron, heaps of copper, a good amount of zinc, heaps of coal, and some other nice stuff. AC hard with no wool. Yeah, exactly. It's also like, I have no inventory space right now too. Like, I don't want to go to an ancient city with no room to put anything. Just sitting in giant fuzzy carpet for the wardens. Oh, we gotta cook some iron. I mean, let's just make a stone pick for right now. We're just going upwards. Please be dirt from the surface, that would be so nice. I would like this dirt to be from the surface thrice. I mean, I think if we head this way, we might hit the surface, but we might as well just keep going up. Surface. Alright, up towards home. No! 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 My sword just broke. My shield's about to break. Oh, that's the sound of phantoms. We've been caving for a bit. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! I'm trying to go home! Trying to go home! Trying to go home! No! Be gone! There's so many of them! No! Eat, my real good boyga. Go, go, go. We haven't died yet, and I don't want to. Go sleep, 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 sleep. Get out of here. We're alive. It's a good day. think I do have a little bit of grass, I do. Stream, find a go to pallet. Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy late for you, isn't it? It's no longer late, it's early. That is fair. Okay, let's process all these ores. I could probably refine these more, but honestly, I don't care that much. Ma'am, hello, hello. Boom, ba da 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 da. Sorry, I totally didn't see that redeemed there, Canobs. Appreciate you. How you going, ma'am? How did you get up to? Ma'am, you're not a PG streamer, right? If I remember correctly. That looks all processed. Yeah. Yeah, you're not. That's very, very fair. Hope you're doing well, friend. So yes, folks, please do keep in mind, Mammoth is not a PG streamer, but is a good friend of the channel and a great hero. What were you up to today? I know you do a lot of World of Warcraft. What were you doing? Tell me more. Tell me more. Moth Cryptid. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. And pets for Maurice. We can do that for you, Canobs. Maurice is the patron saint of the channel. He looks over us. He hopes you're well. If you're ever having a bad day, you feel like nobody cares, Maurice cares. He's always in your corner, and you are always in his thoughts. And we're playing the block game today. We started a new long-term world with the Create mod and Farmer's Delight. And I'm keen. Keen as a bean. It's going to be a great time. Let's do that. And then I can do you. And that. Makes my life a little easier. And then you. And good amount of blocks. Did a good amount of Warcraft, the new Void Assaults, and did a Mythic Dungeon. Nice. Having Twitch login issues, so got to wait hours before it will let me log in. That sucks. It's opening a bunch of streams in a short time, glitches out if you're sub. That's really weird. Interesting. Let's make a new shield. And a new pick, I guess. And I suppose let's make a new axe, and we'll make a shovel too. Multi-billion-dollar companies try not to have a broken site, level impossible. Oh, absolutely. Alright, let's see how our crops did while we were caving. Yeah, we've got a few cabbages. cabbages and bread at the moment is our main bottleneck, so getting to expand these out is good. Now, this farm is very temporary. But I do have a cool idea. On how I want to integrate an auto crop farms into the starter house, which we might go and play around with in creative in a sec. You harvest these guys. Try create, much too complex for the one canoe. That's fair. As someone who already loves like technical stuff and redstone stuff, it's great. I adore it. Harvest some kelp. But it is generally simpler than it looks. There are some things that are an exception. Like the train systems look fairly complex, but I do think it's simpler than a lot of people think. Much like, I mean, and I say that about plenty of redstone stuff too, but you know. Alright, let's throw wheat into here. I said let's throw wheat into here. Thank you. Okay, so we want our cabbage. Onions, tomatoes, our beef patties, let's grab our flint and steel out. Got you. Alright, we gotta convert the flour into dough. We gotta chop the cabbage into cabbage leaves, which just doubles the amount of cabbage we have. We can use either cabbage or cabbage leaves, but it does increase our ingredients. So now our bottleneck is actually going to be the beef patties, which is good. Gonna have food back soon. Fair enough. So now we gotta grab you. Put fire there so we can cook the dough into bread. In your kitchen, do you have circling waterfall with a water wheel? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Look, I could cook it on the skillet, but it takes so much longer. Alright, so now we throw bread, patty, tomato, onion, cabbage leaves in, and we get boigers! We'll have to come up with something new to eat soon because we're out of beef, but you know, It's great. We have food again. All right, so it's getting dark, so we're gonna do this. And then I want to hop into creative and play around with an idea I have. Because I like the idea of having like a terraced garden. So let's just grab some stone quickly. Like if we do some like terraces. They go into like a bit of a, like a wall. Maybe 3 high, right? And then we could have like our rich soil or whatever it is inside. I don't know if this needs water or not. But let's... Okay, it looks like we do. So let's just put some water there then. And then we can put like a copper grate there or something for right now to waterlog it. Rise of hydropower, and that basically being an oven is not too far off. I mean, I suppose. And then we'd want like some kind of slab, so let's just call you this for right now. And so this would be one of our garden beds, for example. Now, what if we had a system so if we did @create. So what I want to do is I want to pull this wall away, and then I want to have a contraption come in that harvests the crops. So let's just make it seeds for right now, right? Let's just plant some seeds. Lazardine49, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I like fish rolls doing my hardcore world. Nice. What were you up to? So ideally, I want to have this wall come away, and I want to have a contraption come in that will harvest the crops. So let's start by pulling the wall away. Let's maybe see if we can get a mechanical bearing. And put it here, right? Then all we would need to do... 100 by 100 cactus farm? Nice. Lazy morning, looking to chill? Love that. Let's go. And all I would need would be glue, actually. To do like this, right? The problem is we want to try and do all of this as easily as possible without brass. We don't want to have to do brass yet. So movement mode. I suppose let's do that. Now my question is, without a sequenced gear shift or anything, how on earth do I make this rotate 90 degrees? Adjustable chain gear shift? What does this do? It's doubled. Interesting. Well, that one is slowed. No, just that's doubled. Interesting. Alright, that's interesting. That doesn't help me. Because obviously we've got the gear shift here. And then there's the clutch. Like, I feel like we're gonna have to do a complex timing system between a clutch and a gear shift, probably. Because we don't have access to the sequenced gear shift. Unless... let's just grab a creative motor. Right. Let's just test and see what happens here. Alright, so... one, it's going the wrong way. So let's do this. Okay, actually, redstone contact. Can we make a redstone contact? Yeah, we can totally make a redstone contact. Okay, that's doable then. So, we would need a clutch and then a gear shift here. And then this. Okay, let's get levers for right now. Oops, wrong one. Let's do that. Bucket of water. I assume... how expensive... Can I make you? Transmitter... It's just copper and stuff? Yeah, that's doable. Not that I have any redstone right now, but we can fix that. Okay, so we would need a... say a redstone contact. Like here, so that it's not visible. And so we would... So that needs to be like you. Then if we do, so it's what, 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3 here. We would need space for the other one. So let's grab one of you. Grab wireless redstone happening. And then, okay, that looks like it's made of brass, but toggle latch. Yeah. Probably don't even need to worry about that. So, which one is that? That's the... That one's the clutch. Okay. So that needs to... Let's just get rid of this for right now, so I don't have to worry about anything. Powered latch on by default. Wait, is that the powered latch or the toggle latch? Oh, that's the toggle latch. Good. And I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. So let's just, for the sake of niceness, let's grab some wool. Should be able to do like a repeater here. I mean, or just this for instant. And then here we will also want that to trigger this. Realistically go here. Yeah. No, that's not working because that should be lighting up there. So does that need to be here then? Okay, that's annoying. Means this won't work either, but I can do that. We can do you, maybe? That. This needs to be a repeater. Right. That. So the second it hits a contact, it needs to turn off the power. And then realistically, toggle that? No, I don't think so, actually. Laz, thank you for the lurk, me friend. Hold on. For right now, let's just make sure this doesn't place. Just so we don't break everything. So if we do this, right? Oh, I think this needs to be open. Alright. That makes my life a little easier too. Screw it. Let's just use the wireless redstone, at least for right now. Put that on receive mode. Now we realistically want this to be a monostable circuit. So let's look at the redstone stuff. That looks like pulse repeater, right? You look like you have brass in you. You do. Okay. So we can't use that, which means we need to do a more traditional monostable circuit then. So what we could do is just have that, have an observer facing that way. Sticky piston, which we can get slimes, so it's not too bad. And then make that on listen. Should go up to there. Alright, so let's start by just powering that. So it's actually going the right way for right now. Okay, and we're going to do this. Okay, so why is that happening? Why are you shooting twice? Well, let's just stop that for right now. So clearly... Is that the pulse extender? Yeah, okay. So let's extract out this redstone a little bit. Peter Hun, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Let's just extract this out a little bit. We have access to wireless tech. We don't have to do it right there. Just use sequence gear shifts. I don't have access to brass yet. I'm trying to do all this before brass. So I also don't have access to easy pulse extenders and monostable circuits. So it looks like we need to do this. Potentially into a small pulse extender. And then into a monostable. Pack is this where brass is limited? It's not limited, I've just decided. It's not a given pack, I want to build my starter house and a few cool farms and stuff before I do brass. It's just my decision. And it just makes things more interesting, you know? I get to design some cool stuff that without having the easiest solution. So if we do that, then we can throw a target block here, and do you with an observer. This way. Which we can then send into another one of this. What's the point of this rotate thing? I want to have like a bunch of terrace farms against a wall, and so I want like once a day to be able to rotate the wall down and then have a contraption come out that's gonna harvest the wheat, come back out again, and the wall goes back in place. That's the plan. Efficiency is not what I'm here for. It is fun and cool is what I'm here for. Alright, so for right now, let's just give that a frequency of U. So then we can put this here on listen mode. So if we place one stopped and do this. Cool. That's interesting. Bud powers itself. That's curious. Hidden behind a wall that is lowered when the harvester comes in? Yeah. It'll be on a piston. It felt like the best way of lowering the wall. Probably. Target block, use dropper. That won't power the piston then. That shouldn't bud power, I don't think. Alright, that's working properly now. So then, realistically, all I need to do now is kind of do another toggle latch here and then just do you, I guess. Alright, which means... now, I will have to go to the nether for this because we're going to want a daylight sensor. Go slow a little on RPM? Oh, I absolutely will. What's this on now? Yeah, I want it on like 4. Zero of sundown, else 15, and gradual change. Not quite. So, it will put out a power strength based on what time of the day it is, with the peak of zenith being at 15, right? You can also put it in night mode if you want. Noon is 15. Well, yeah, but it's not just 0 or 15. So we grab maybe a crafter and a redstone and a comparator, right? So if we put you on 9, right? Got a lot of math with comparators. Fair. I think I put a resource pack on for this, didn't I? Yeah. Let's see how this is. Because this is just one that I found on Prism as opposed to the like one I made. It's 10. Okay. Now. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Okay. I want to see. Let's just grab a bed, right? And let's do time set No. And then we sleep, and it takes us to whatever time. You know, I assumed that time would pass with a bed. That's curious. I didn't know that. All right. Demon, hello, gorgeous. How you doing? Hope you're well. We're playing around with redstone and create stuff. Now, I want to do false again. So what are we at? 7. So if we say 8, then it'll wait a little bit after we wake up. And then we once again put this on like a monostable. Which, for the sake of variety, we can make a different monostable. Doing good. We got pets for Maurice. Let's go. Yeah. And then we can just grab this guy again. So if we set daylight cycle on again. Oops. Did that not actually get through? Alright, we can later repeat it then. That's fine though. Time set. That. No. So let's go 800. 300. 200. 100. There we go. Oh, scene switch. Thank you. So that's going to do that. Now let's quickly switch that so that it's going the right way this time. So if we do that again, inventory additions for redstone comps. Redstone comparators. Showing value, yeah. Oh, as in like the... I have no idea. I think that kind of worked. And then we would just need it to send the signal again when the contraption gets back, right? Dispenser chest sensors. I don't know what you're talking about. So, that'll do for right now. On the rotating, because I think that works. So let's turn the game time off again. So now we have you, so we need some kind of system. Let's just make it out of wood. And it's realistically needs to be like this. Right? So what we can do is probably throw a barrel here as a gluing point. Then we need the harvesters like this. Which we would then probably have be the same height as the door. Not the harvesters themselves, but like the contraption coming in like that. And then I guess we just want this guy. Can we make you? Yeah. Yeah, we will use pistons, yeah. I guess we can have that like that. Oh, and we need a redstone contact as well. Probably... I suppose we could have a redstone contact in this, right? Because this shouldn't really be visible at any time. So if I have a redstone contact here... then we could have one like this, right? No. Realistically, we don't need to have the redstone contact do it, no. Can we detect... Can we detect when a piston has run out of shafts? Because we can potentially just do a timer if we need to for this, but... But I suppose we can still have a thingamawhat's here. And we would just need to have this extend back. The right amount? So 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, right? So if we had like this. Timer would be better than daylight night sensors. You sleep through a lot of days before it might be able to fully do it. Well, yeah, that's why we've set it up to, it'll run like 10, 20 seconds or so after we wake up from bed. Okay. So then we would want the piston. Like there. We'll be fine. Piston extension pole. So let's just... to that. Just put a rod on the back of the harvester wall and piston there. You can hide the contacts. I mean, realistically, this wall doesn't actually need to move. Neither does this one. Hello, sir. So how many rods is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Practically ran here, boot Maurice. Boop! Okay, so then we grab glue again. So we do you to there. You to that. Which we can come across and do you to there. You to here. You to there. You to there. You to there. Boom, boom. Then these guys. Like that. We want to make sure this never... only place in starting position. So let's just grab a motor quickly. Because, like, At the end of the day, we're not designing the final thing, right? Okay, good. And have I gotten the placement of the redstone contact right? I sure haven't. Okay, so it's there, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Pull it back. Okay, so you need to be here then. Cool. Okay. So let's just throw this guy on for the moment. Grab a lever. Nice. And then that's lit up. Beautiful. Switch, we do this. PS size is redundant, as you could use a central barrel, then a chute hopper funnel that isn't glued to the contraption. That's fair. Okay, then we can do this. Wait, what? Use wrench to rotate. Yeah, that means I have to get the wrench out. Okay, so when we hit here, okay, so we want a toggle latch here. Boom. And a... Although I guess I don't really need to care about a clutch if I just don't... Boardboy 2024, thank you for the follow. I don't know why I was like, cheers! Because, yeah, for here, we need to make sure that when that is here, we're triggering this. Right. I feel like I'm going to have to put monostable circuits on each piece as opposed to having one thing that routes through a monostable, because it's just not allowing me to then trigger it again. Which isn't great. Really nice if I could use this guy, but I'm refusing to let myself have brass. Because yeah, if I do that, that doesn't matter because you're still in contact. Boom. Yo! Ba-ba-da-ba! Just Alyssa OV, thank you for the raid. What were you up to today? What were you doing? And could you please let us know as well if you are a PG streamer? Always nice for my folks to know where they are checking out. But how are you doing? What were you up to? Tell me about your stream. We did some caving today on our new Create single player world, but we're just playing around with some ideas for a terrace farm contraption that I want to probably include in our starter house. Okay, do that. Which means we can get rid of these. Control that, gives me you. And that. That's already doing monostable there. Not specifically PG, but not really rated R either. Tend to stream Fortnite, but actually just played Minecraft for the first time today. Let's go! How did it go? What did you do? Tell me all about it. So yeah, please keep in mind, folks, a little bit mature, but not necessarily PG. So absolutely worth checking out. She learns. Let's go. Kupo lovers, welcome in. So then we can once again do a monostable here. Piece of redstone. Boom. Hey Tallulah, how we doing? Oh. Oh. You don't have a redstone contact attached anymore. That's less than ideal. But Spinny Stone, what's your opinion on Twinkies? We don't really have them here, so I don't know. Yeah, so the aim here right, is to have a terrace wall, like I'll start a house with like little terrace farms for the different crops, and then once a day the wall moves back, and then a contraption comes out and harvests everything, moves back, and the wall goes back into place. That's the aim here. Okay, so that does that. And then this one will also require a monostable that I'll have to do slightly differently. Cuba's teacher for this game, honestly, has been super helpful. I learned too much to fully explain, but it was a great time. I'm so glad. Got on the game after I sleep. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Wolf rip. Yeah, it's what, like 5:30 for me. We do that. Grab an observer. We are playing modded, but it's very lightly modded. But we're also playing around with technical redstone stuff. Alright, so then I need a... like a this for just a normal thing. Set that to U mode. Although I guess maybe this. Because we will also need to... So if we do this... and then just put a piece of dust there. So we can trigger both. Although... No, I think I can just do that actually. She went from 0 to being able to make her own charcoal, collect saplings, craft her own tools, replace blocks, and the hunger and health bars. Nice. Also had to switch between creative and survival and set time in case of need. Cool. Okay. So let's do that quickly. Because, yeah, I think this might potentially work now. So if we do this, wrong way. Yeah, that's the problem, is it does a double pulse if I don't have a extender on it. But I don't want to make this super bulky. Well, that was fine. So why was that fine? Look at her go, she described perfectly. I suppose we can also extend this a little bit by just making that repeater. Okay, so that potentially worked there. So... if we set the time to here, put daylight cycle back on, This might potentially work. Wrong way. TFFS? 2 flip-flip-flops, so it'll count 2. Why? Oh, I didn't actually put the thing here. Okay, that's why that didn't work. I guess I need to... that. For the wall, probably. Oh, what? Why have you gone that way now? Okay, why didn't that do anything there then? Oh no, it does come back. Yeah. One TFF for the clutch, 2 for the gear shift. As a counter. Hitting you with a follow so I can remind myself that your Minecraft skills are what I'm working towards. Nice! How you doing, Monterey? Wonder if it's better to just do a powered latch with a reset. Probably not, though. Either way, I think we might call it here for the day, folks. I only planned on doing a shortish stream, and I'll play around and tinker with this a bit more later. At the moment, my brain's just a little bit dead to do more redstone stuff. Yes. It's been a good stream. It's our second day on our new Create series, which I'm having a good time with. And it's nice to be back streaming. Once again, we're not on any form of schedule right now, and I will just simply stream when I feel like streaming. We are still very much kind of recovering from burnout to a degree. So it's just good to... It's nice to be able to stream still and be back to streaming, but very much ad hoc-y in nature. Like, we started like an hour and a half earlier than we normally do, or something like that today. I was just like, I want to go caving in our Create world. Let's do it. And we did. And that's cool. It's kind of freeing not having a schedule, even like a time schedule. I'm not gonna lie. But I also am autistic, so schedules are nice. Alright, let's see where we're going to throw you beautiful people, shall we? Ba 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 ba. I don't think I need to add anything to the pack this time, so that's good. I like that. Alright, we got... Ooh, Blun's live. That's exciting. Time is it for Blun? Goodness gracious. We got McDaddy, who's probably going to end soonish. We got Blun. Makala's doing Build for Better. Got Owen. Jess Lollipop's live. Ooh, Lily's live. Oh my god, Yarrow's live. Oh my god. I would normally go into D&D, but I haven't seen Yarrow live in forever, and that's exciting to me. Looks like he is drawing D&D maps and stuff today, which is exciting. Love that. All right, yeah, we're absolutely going over to the beautiful Yarrow Yard. Yarrow Yard is one of my favorite people. Ooh, Yarrow the plant. It's not Yarrow Yard anymore. Ooh, they've changed their name. Cool. So we're going over to the beautiful Yarrow the plant. He is exceptional, a wonderful human being, great Minecrafter, cool builder, and they're doing, and a great artist too. They're doing some drawing today. Looks like they're doing some D&D maps. I normally would go into Minecraft, but Yarrow's a great friend and they haven't been live for a long time, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Cool and things. So here are our rate calls, folks. So if you're a follower, please copy that first message. If you're a subscriber, please copy that second message over into the wonderful Yarrow the Plant's chat. If you are engaging and hanging out here, it'd be amazing if you could do the same over there. It does feel awesome when people come and hang out and engage after a raid, but there is no pressure whatsoever. Have a great day. Have a great night. Till I see you again. I can't make any guarantees of when that is, but I am pretty excited about this Create series right now, so it probably won't be too long. Love all your faces. Look after yourselves.